Hi, everyone. I'm Cynthia Aguirre in Dallas, and here are your headlines from North Texas. Lancaster High School's football program is off the rest of the week as it mourns the loss of one of its players. Preston Malone died after showing signs of heat stroke at practice. Brittany Moncrief just spoke to his former coaches about the impact the teen left.
From first plays,
I can picture his face right now,
to final farewells.
and I know his mom. I know she hurting right now. Because we hurting right now.
Mark Badger, Bryant Young, and Marcus Badger remember Preston Malone III,
And Preston was a little butterball firecracker.
who taught his former coaches about fight.
He got a penalty. I say, Preston, why did you stop? He said, Coach, I didn't hear the whistle.
While sharing these memories keep them going, they still face a harsh reality because Preston, a sophomore at Lancaster Early College High School and a junior varsity football player, died Wednesday morning.
It's just hard. It's just hard thinking someone that you've been knowing since they was a kid, gone as a kid.
Lancaster ISD says while at indoor practice Monday afternoon, Preston experienced heat exhaustion. They say reaching a temperature of 104, coaches and athletic trainers put him in a cold tub and called 911. But 2 days later, Preston died.
Man, it's just unbelievable. It just makes me realize, hey, make sure we hydrate the kids.
Lancaster ISD says the athletes had 5 mandatory water breaks before Preston became sick. Their indoor facility does not have an HVAC unit, but they keep 4 large garage doors open and multiple fans. They say as Preston was taken to the hospital, he told his team he was sorry he couldn't finish practice, but would be okay.
That's what he wanted to get back to, his brothers.
At Meadow Creek Park, where he once played, for these coaches, is not an end.
I don't never want to question the Lord, but he took a good kid.
It's a continuation of Preston's legacy.
He wasn't the biggest kid neither, so he always had to fight.
In DeSoto, I'm Brittany Moncrief.
A mother stood up to do the dishes last night, and moments later, a car came crashing through the wall where she had just been sitting. It happened in Mesquite, where a family has been spared and an alleged drunk driver is facing charges. But it's not the first time a neighborhood here has seen this. It's the second in less than 2 weeks. Here's Matt Howerton.
Y'all be careful.
Lindsay DeReese doesn't need a key to get inside her Mesquite home anymore.
It was like an earthquake when it happened.
An alleged drunk driver took care of that Tuesday night when they turned her front door into a giant hole.
It's been a nightmare trying to figure out what to do next.
Security video from a nearby house tells the tale.
Heard a car coming around the corner and
Mesquite police tells us Maura Chapman Rivera, DeReese's neighbor, drove into the house around 11:29 p.m.
the next thing you know, she was in my dining room.
Chapman Rivera was charged with DWI. She didn't answer the door when we knocked. DeReese, her husband, and 2 teenage kids were all inside at the time.
A bench right here, and I was sitting right here in this bench.
The mother tells WFAA she was relaxing right in the area the car plowed through, but had gotten up to do dishes moments before.
And then that's when.
Yep.
So if you'd been sitting here, I mean.
I'd have been dead.
DeReese counts herself lucky.
It could have been me.
But now she's left with something less fatal, but just as overwhelming, this mess. Her neighbors have started a GoFundMe to help her and her family. What's troubling, this the second time an alleged drunk driver has crashed into a home in Mesquite in less than 2 weeks. Last Sunday, a similar instance, roughly 5 miles away, a family displaced just like DeReese's. Further proof that drinking and driving
Don't do it. No, you could have killed somebody.
is never worth it. In Mesquite, I'm Matt Howerton.
Looks like another North Texas college is headed to the big leagues. Dallas Baptist University announced they're joining the Pac-12. DBU's baseball team will have their first season in 2027 alongside schools like Washington State, Gonzaga, and Oregon State. They'll bring a competitive winning program along with them. Their team has made the NCAA baseball tournament 14 times in the last 17 years. DBU's president says this announcement is a historic step for the team and the university. It is official. White Castle announced they're bringing their famous sliders to Grandscape in the Colony. This will be the first time they've expanded to Texas in their 100-year history. It's not clear if they have more plans in Texas yet, but if it follows other big chains like In-N-Out and Portillo's, it could be just a matter of time. The new White Castle is set to open next summer. They're looking to hire nearly 100 new employees. Do you have any weekend plans? How about waking up early to go on a run? One North Texas woman hopes you'll consider it because it might just save a life. Here's Sean Giggy.
Yeah, it was a happy day and everybody was just coming to meet our little Claire.
Back in 2015, when Carmen David delivered her bundle of joy, she never imagined that her best day would become her worst day.
To go from such a high to such a low, it's still hard for me to process.
Hours after giving birth, Carmen suffered an aortic dissection, a tear in the body's biggest artery. She was separated from her baby, whisked away, and put on a helicopter.
And then that was all I remember seeing. I don't remember anything after that. My mind went to, I'm gonna die. And I just remember my family just very much looking like that was the last time they were gonna see me.
Thankfully, doctors in Fort Worth patched her up, and over time, Carmen's body slowly recovered, but her mind was immeasurably damaged.
I was severely depressed. I just was a wreck and felt like I just needed to find who I was again.
A Navy veteran, Carmen had always been active, but now she struggled to even get out of bed, afraid that doing too much would be a death sentence.
I didn't want my kids growing up seeing that, and I felt like there was more for me to do than wallow away in my depression. I needed to do something to get out of this.
Once Carmen got back on her feet, she was off and running, and on a mission. In 2017, she founded the Run for Aortic Health, and in the 8 years since, she's raised more than $150,000.
It is worth it.
The 9th annual run is Saturday in Fort Worth. She wants to raise even more money and awareness. But more importantly, for survivors, she wants to provide hope.
I felt very called to helping other people because I don't want them to feel alone. I want them to know that they have somebody to lean on, and there's other resources and organizations out there to help them on the journey.
Healing through compassion, a good first step. In Fort Worth, I'm Sean Giggy.
This year's run kicks off Saturday morning from Trinity Park in Fort Worth. If you're interested in joining, you can find more information at WFAA.com. And those are your headlines from North Texas.